Hey guys, it's Wednesday. Well, actually it's Tuesday, but tomorrow and the day after I'm going to Grand Bend to look for bat habitat. So I'm doing this today. Well, that was really awkward. So let's just get into the questions because, well, I don't really have that much time tonight, so. Right, favorite Pokemon. Mine would be Gengar. I was always a fan of the ghost and psychic type Pokemon, and Gengar's clearly the best of all of them. Pirates versus ninjas. Pirates. Like Amber said, obviously. Yeah, I hate how everyone argues against pirates saying, oh, ninjas would obviously win in a fight. Well, that's not the question that's being asked. It's which one is more awesome, and clearly pirates. Favorite romantic comedy. Now, I've only seen pieces of Bridget Jones's Diary, Amber, and from what I gathered from it, she was kind of a mess, and I wasn't really a fan. And so I don't see where you get the association, but maybe if I actually sat down and watched it, I'd get a more clear picture. I don't know. Mine, I guess, would be When Harry Met Sally. Beer of choice, Rickard's Red. And my drink of choice is Rye and Ginger. Movies you have cried during. I don't really have any deep movies on my list like Amber did, you know, like 50-50. Wait, sorry, I was just thinking, when you said 50-50, I was like, I don't know what that is, I should see it. And I have seen it, but I didn't cry. But another example of a deep movie would be like Fried Green Tomatoes. My movies are kind of like, my movies are both kids movies because they're the only ones I could think of. Because they're movies that made me cry a lot. The first one is 8 Below. 8 Below, for those of you who don't know, is a horrible movie about these dogs that get left behind in the Arctic. So basically the movie starts and there's this big winter storm coming in, they have to leave the dogs behind, and the one guy's trying to get back to the dogs, but he doesn't get back. So at first they're all chained up outside. Like, they couldn't even put them in the house first, they're all just chained up outside in the snow, in the terrible, they're like in the Arctic, okay? And you know, at first they're like, oh, cute dogs and stuff, and they like lure you into these false sense of security. Like, they break free from their chains. Although one dog wasn't so lucky and sort of couldn't overcome the chains and just sort of lay down and probably died. After they break free from their chains, they're running around, skipping and jumping, and they're like chasing snowflakes or something. I don't know. I don't remember. And then one dog falls down a cliff and dies. Not even kidding. And then, you know, you think you'd get like a brief respite from it. Like this dog goes down and they all go down, they're all like sad, and the one who's presumably his like best friend or something stays a bit too long, and he like turns around and all the other dogs have gone. So now he's just like alone in a snowstorm. This is where I stopped watching the movie. Land Before Time, I feel like I shouldn't even have to explain that. You know, his mom dies in like the first 5 minutes of the movie, so. What's the weirdest question you've been asked in a job interview? Sadly, I don't have a good answer for this one. I've done so many job interviews and yet I can't think of a good answer. Once for this job interview, for this sort of camp-like job, I had to prepare an educational presentation that was 30 minutes long or something and come into the interview as if I was presenting this to a bunch of kids. If you were chosen for the Hunger Games, what would your strategy be? Like Amber, I'm not really violent or vicious or whatever word she used. I'm not even really a fighter, I'm a coward. I would seriously hide and wait till people killed each other off. Plus, I don't want to kill anyone, like, My other strategy might be trickery. Like how in the Hunger Games, when PETA sort of killed Foxface with the berries, even though he didn't mean it, but I would do it intentionally. In the event of a zombie apocalypse, where would you go? Obviously, arming myself and gathering supplies would be a priority. Ultimately, I would head up north. As we all know, zombies have no body heat and would freeze. Well, that's it from me this week. I will see Catherine on Friday.